right, good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday, beautiful Friday, and we are currently in San Francisco, and we're taking a quick hop. In fact, I think it says here the distance between San Francisco and Las Vegas, KLAS, is this is right about 137 nautical miles. That's it. But the purpose in what I was doing, I was taking a shorter trip, and we'll take a longer one later. Is we're running World Traffic version 3.5.7 or 7.5. It's the latest version of World Traffic, and I was just really curious how it would do. I did a completely reload of Xplane 12, and when I did not put World Traffic back in my Xplane. So I've begun to add things back little by little. So this is my first time with the World Traffic 3.7, I believe. It's the latest version. We're running active sky. So the clouds, formations, anything you may see is active sky, although it's not that cloudy of a day here in San Francisco. And we're also on Say Intentions. Say Intentions AI is I've thoroughly enjoyed it. But it's a product that allows for you to have full AI unscripted ATC. And keywords unscripted, because that's where it gets kind of, sometimes it can get a little rough when it sounds mechanical. It's not really immersive. So let's go check our radar out. So here's San Francisco right now, and I see a little bit of traffic coming and going here. So we ought to see some traffic here at the airport. I don't have it set very high. I think I only have it set at about 25%. Right now I don't have it as busy as I could. So I thought, let's start out small. Let's start out in increments. So phase 1, 25% traffic, and we're gonna get our flight set up to go to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas here. Okay. I've already aligned the IRSs, and by the way, I've done some of my preliminaries. I've already done. That would include loading my flight plan, and when I load my flight plan, I'm going to say that we're probably already loaded for the trip. Let's see. Which we are. We're in great shape for 130 miles. This is a quick trip. 173 passengers. We're carrying to Viva Las Vegas, so it's a quick trip. Let's arm that. Let's go ahead and get our beacon on, wing, nav, and just leave those on while we prep. Let's go ahead and start the APU. APU bleed on. APU start. Seatbelt signs and smoking on. Of course, smoking's always. You better not be smoking on my plane. Not okay. Is there APU coming up? Alright, you hear the cut over. Bam. There we go. So with that in mind, we're going to disconnect external power. and we're going to free ourselves up from anything external, and shocks gone. And I said, okay, so I said we have world traffic is in play here today, so we should have some additional traffic, and we have our AI ATC and I have an AI co-pilot and flight crew, along with this is a Delta flight, so we're going to have a little bit of extra talk and chatter in the background from those flight attendants. Brian, how you doing?
Doing well, Steve. Ready for our flight.
That's you're in charge of all comms for this flight.
Got it, Steve. I'll handle the comms from here.
Please get our IFR clearance.
I'll get our IFR clearance from clearance on 118.2.
San Francisco clearance, SkyWest 54481, requesting our IFR clearance. We have Victor.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
We're going to go ahead and get our takeoff info. And we'll make sure he doesn't throw us a curveball. We should be going out on 28 right.
481, cleared to Fresno via the West LaFive departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4000, expect 15,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 135.1, squawk 4747. Expect runway 28 right.
San Francisco clearance, SkyWest 54481. Cleared to Fresno via the West LaFive departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect 15,010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 135.1. Squawk 4747. Anticipate runway 28 right.
SkyWest 54481, read back correct.
So we will not be above 15,000 for this entire flight.
Welcome aboard SkyWest Airlines Flight 5, 4481 Bravo, traveling to Fresno. We kindly ask that you take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please feel free to reach out to our crew.
I've lost my mind. I've been sitting here saying Las Vegas. We're not going to Vegas. We're going to Fresno. My fault. My fault. I have not lost it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Flex is 57 on this, by the way. I have lost my ever-loving mind. I was going to take us to Las Vegas. But no. I'll get over it. Alright, I got our takeoff info loaded. I never figured out about why runway's there if I can't enter anything about the runway. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Bravo Charlie requesting VFR clearance to Lake Tahoe at 7,000 feet with flight following. We have information whiskey.
Skyhawk Alpha Bravo Charlie, read back correct.
Roger, mounted 518 heavy, ready to copy IFR clearance to Los Angeles.
Our settings here. Like I said, we're it's such a quick jaunt. 160 on the dial will cover the whole trip. There we go. So our QNH is set correct, and it does synchronize up. We're going to climb out 28 right, climb out to 4,000, and expect 10 minutes later, expect a total altitude of 15,000. Not high at all. Not a very high climb. Brian, would you go ahead and get our pushback and start clearance?
I'll request pushback and start clearance from ground.
SkyWest Rook 54481. Bravo, we are requesting clearance for pushback and start with information Victor.
SkyWest 54481, pushback and start approved, tail northwest.
Something's going on there. Black box virtual. We need. That's what I'm trying to open up right now. Probably me. I'm sure it was me. Because I already had it. I had it opened. Had it opened earlier.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta flight going to Fresno Yosemite International Airport. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
As well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard,
Ground to
please
cockpit,
place it in the
tow
overhead
is
bins,
driving
the
up.
wheels or handles first on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under the seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check the plane side to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. We'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
I don't actually have him pointing me in the right direction. I don't think. Excuse me. There. I'm sitting here staring at my checklist, but I've got the McDo to finish, along with our
So
configuration.
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all calls. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta flight. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of the aircraft. Kindly ask that you correct the seating reminder and set it in the aisle if you are a single flyer.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Thank you, Erica.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help. As
relieve the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your back. To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placard and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane. 8
XChecklist is disconnected and bypassed.
Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft. In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-in baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits and remember, they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisles.
Brian, we're ready for our taxi clearance.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels
This
above
answers
you.
something.
Inside the
So
laboratory,
you see, we have our
and
traffic.
blow a mask or
And
streamers down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note the oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before
taxi to runway 28 right via Yankee Alpha Echo, cross runway 10 right, then cross runway 10 left, then Charlie, cross runway 19 right, then cross runway 19 left at your discretion.
These remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door, ensure it's open. See placard instructions inside the suite door for opening instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta. Today
Right.
and for the
You
next
see,
100
we
years.
have United is active here. What airline is that down there? Iberian Airlines. Now, we don't have a unified ATC to work with these AI planes. In other words, they're kind of, I think they're programmed to stay out of my way, but I have to keep that in mind. So, like for instance, right here as I come to this runway, I want to check for traffic before I pull out into this runway. What about it? What is it? What now? Oops. I'll have to pull it off my my camera. And with world traffic, you need to check your rights and lefts, because and I see one coming in there. You see those two planes coming in. We have a little highway in the sky. So we're going to cross to hold short of runway 28 right and watch these planes come in. Ron, it's okay to get our takeoff clearance. We're holding short.
I'll get our takeoff clearance from tower.
And this is where we're going to configure. So we're going to go to flaps 1. Ground spoiler armed. Auto brake max. Chronometers set.
SkyWest 54-481 San Francisco Tower, runway 28 right, winds 320 at 15. RNAV West Lot, cleared for takeoff.
runway 28 right, RNAV west block cleared for takeoff. SkyWest 54481.
APU off. I'm going to do one last check. Alright, forward pressure yoke. Flex 57. V1, rotate. Positive rate, you're up. Flaps retracted. 1,000 feet.
SkyWest 54481, contact departure on 128.325.
Departure on 128.325. SkyWest 54481. San Francisco departure. SkyWest 54481. Good afternoon. Passing 1,000 on the climb.
SkyWest 54481, San Francisco departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 9,000 direct west lock.
Climb and maintain 9,000 direct west lock. SkyWest 54481.
And we'll get an idea how other traffic in the area. Let's look at the world with the radar. Yeah, goodness, there's a lot of activity.
SkyWest 54481, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000. SkyWest 54481.
And that's it. That's the last we'll hear of him probably until he chances us off.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, I'd like to extend a special
SkyWest 54481, contact North departure on 120.9er.
Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the
Departure on
entire
120.9er. SkyWest 54481.
important to remain seated with your seatbelt
TCAS is active.
anytime the seatbelt sign is on.
Ground spoilers are deactivated.
In case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injuries from articles that may have shifted during takeoff.
Hotel departure. SkyWest 54481. Good afternoon. Passing 3,000 feet. Climb
Electronic
25,000.
devices. And a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine.
4481, Nortel departure. Good afternoon, San Francisco, altimeter 29.94.
On today's flight in the economy cabin, it will be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies.
And altimeter's 293 at our destination, so it's we'll never even change over to standard.
A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts
Arrival temp is 3-3.
onward purchases of beverages and snacks.
Winds
However,
are
you can use
320
Delta
at
Sky Miles
3.
American Express card. Save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment,
Decision altitude is 300.
view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You'll find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertips. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
And we're 138 miles from the arrival airport. So far, what I've seen is the world traffic 3.7. When you set it at about 25%, it's not overwhelming. Gives you some traffic, but it doesn't like congest the airport to the point because, like I said, you don't have an active ATC that they can talk to. So our ATC doesn't talk to them, and it makes for kind of a pleasant experience. But well, like I said, you can get around them, and they also show up in TCAS. So if they are like near you in flight, you'll actually get a TCAS warning if they get too close. SkyWest 54481 Bravo, can you confirm that our arrival runway is 29 left?
SkyWest 54481, runway 29er left is assigned for your arrival at Fresno.
Two niner left, SkyWest 54481 Bravo.
SkyWest 54481. Expect to descend in about 10 minutes.
Expecting to descend in about 10 minutes. SkyWest 54481.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude. In our snack and drink service shortly. Today, we have some delicious options available, including our popular cheese and crackers, as well as a refreshing liquid.
We'll probably see some traffic here shortly, some additional traffic.
We also have items available for purchase from the SkyWest shop. Thank you for your attention.
There's one feature they have on World Traffic where you can put labels on the plane, and it just didn't like that idea. We can get an idea how he'll descend us when time comes. Let's look at it. Intel is 3,560. And it looks like our transition altitude after top of descent is just a slow descent down to 3,560. So we'll see how he descends us there. I'm going to put this on 3,560. On 3,600. That's good enough. We'll leave it there for now. I notice our max, is it our max speed on this entire flight is, well, by top of descent it has 271 knots, that's what it says, but we're back decelerating from there all the way down, and it's, like I said, it's not that far. I didn't expect to see very much traffic between here and Fresno. Even when I think I'm flying, well, VATSIM it's different. You'll see more traffic on VATSIM around that area. Especially at around, but the traffic's mostly around 35,000, 30 to 35,000. So. A 29 left approach at where we're going right now. There's only one arrival available for us. Let me see here. And we're going to go ahead and check on our set. So Our arrival is the out 9 arrival approach. What's our approach? ILS 29 right is what we want. Like I say, you don't have a lot of choices. It's just kind of guiding you down. All right. So it looks like the Alta 9 is our arrival. ILS Y runway 29 right. This is us. Alta 9. And I don't show a transition, so same none. What are you fussing at me for on this one? So from Intel, once we get to Intel and we need to transition for our arrival, it looks like we have we're not going to TTE. It's one approach is going all the way down to TTE, but I don't think we're actually going to go there.
Contact Oakland approach on 120.9 or 5. Contacting Oakland approach on 120.9 or 5. SkyWest 54481.
But in any case, between Intel and TTE,
Oakland approach SkyWest 54481 afternoon, maintaining 15,000 feet.
SkyWest 54481, Oakland approach. Good afternoon, altimeter 29.9 or 2.
Yeah. Once we get there, they may vector us, because we could just be vectored to set up at the what they call the Alta waypoint, which is on the our transition side, and work our way from there. So. Alright, we're 66 miles out. They'll be descending us soon. Here. Excellent. We still have some distance before Intel, but the biggest thing I see here is that I'm just wondering how they're going to vector us for this. When we get to Intel, they should vector us. SkyWest 54481 Bravo. Are we expecting vectors on our arrival? Thinking. I'll cut him some slack. I mean, I know how I can get configured or the setup for approach, but we'll see what ATC does. Maybe I'll not second guess them as much.
54481, when you're ready to begin your descent, descend and maintain 1000. Altimeter 29.902.
Descending and maintaining 1000. Altimeter 29.902. SkyWest 54481.
We're starting our arrival into Fresno.
Okay, Captain. I'll prepare the announcement for the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning our descent into Fresno. The weather at Fresno Yosemite International Airport is currently 33 degrees Celsius, with a few clouds at 10,000 and 14,000 feet. We expect to land shortly, so please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your seats are in the upright position. Thank you.
SkyWest 54481, descend and maintain 4000.
Descend and maintain 4,000. SkyWest 54481.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your
You knew that was
seatbelt.
coming.
And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. You kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Alright, here we've got descending to steady descent to 4,000, managed descent. And I'm about to cut over to approach configuration. Go ahead and do that. Right, we're only 42 miles outside of Fresno, the airport, but we have a transition coming, so we'll be doing some shucking and jiving to get set up for our final. In any case, there's no rush to do anything. I'm going to go ahead and have our landing lights up.
SkyWest 54481, turn right heading 115 vectors for the visual runway 29er left approach.
Turning right heading 115 for the visual runway 29er left approach. SkyWest 54481.
And it does look like he's going to be setting us up, getting us on the other side of the airport. That is a good looking livery, isn't it? Nice look to it. And we're going below 10,000. So what's going to happen is they get us set up on the when they vect.
Captain, cabin is ready.
She'll make her announcement now. So they'll vector us to the other side, and we'll begin to set up. And then I will have my McDo ready to, because eventually he's going to set us up so that we can go to the direct waypoint for approach. So far, I think for it to be AI, they've done a pretty good job, like vectoring to get you in position. I've been rather pleased. They've done a good job. Let's see about radar. I notice I haven't seen a lot of traffic, but let's check it out. Let's look at the radar. There's still a lot going on there. So we're going to change this to KFAT. KFAT. Well, we'll see if we see any air traffic or like even or terminal traffic at the airport when we get there. No idea where.
West 54 481, turn left heading 090.
Left heading 090, SkyWest 54 481.
090. Not 100% sure what he's doing now, but I don't know. It may take us right over the airport to the other side. If traffic's light, I mean, it wouldn't hurt anything. We just gone to flaps 1. Ground spoiler armed. Auto brakes on.
SkyWest 54 481, contact Fresno approach on 132.35.
Switching to Fresno approach on 132.35,
All right.
SkyWest 54 481.
He's handing us off. Okay, I've got a problem and I haven't figured out. I haven't been able to solve it yet. That's
481 afternoon.
Predictive wind shear is off, and I don't know
SkyWest
how.
54 481, Fresno approach. Good afternoon, Fresno altimeter 29.93.
I don't know how to cut on my predictive wind shear. Okay, there, I said it. I don't know how. Okay, so I have no clue. And I have even asked Millie, my mentor, about steps to cut it on. I'm looking, so someone knows how to cut on predictive wind shear. I'd really appreciate it. I don't know how to do it. And that's only on the Airbus. I guess I'm assuming it's the same on the 320 or the 321Neo, but I don't know how to cut it on. You see where it shows up right here on my predicted, that says predictive wind shear off. I have looked and looked, tried different switches, and I don't know where to find it. Something I didn't do correct for this flight. Let me see if it worked its way out. When we got our, I was supposed to be squawking 44747.
SkyWest 54481, Fresno approach, turn right heading 115.
Turning right heading 115, SkyWest 54481.
I don't think that would be my job to set my squawk with the pilot monitoring, but my squawk wasn't set correctly. But they have not complained to me. Usually they complain that they don't see me on radar, but he did not complain to me. So for that. All right, should see their airport out to our left. Is it right under us? There it is. Thought I was losing my mind, but it's out there. Not much to Fresno's airport. Active sky, by the way. This clouds look good. Our directs are either going to be, I'd be willing to bet our direct's going to end up being Sanko. He's going to get us down the country a little bit, and Sanko. So I think that's probably going to be it. All right, let's double check that. Squawk 4747. SkyWest 54481 Bravo, confirm you have us on radar.
SkyWest 54481, radar contact established. You are 19.5 miles from Fresno, heading 105, altitude 3900 feet.
Radar contact established, heading 105, altitude 3900 feet. SkyWest 54481. Fresno approach, SkyWest 54481, afternoon, maintaining 3500 feet.
They're going to drop us to 2800 feet soon. I'm anticipating that they're going to be dropping us to 2800 seems to be the likely culprit, especially according to the charts. So,
SkyWest 54481, turn left heading 080.
Left heading 080. SkyWest 54481.
and it will be Sango. So you're going to be Sango. He may take me all the way to Story, which is closer to the runway, but we'll see what he decides. I can work with either one. I just want time to descend, whatever the case is. I'm anticipating 2800.
SkyWest 54481, turn right heading 095.
Turning right heading 095, SkyWest 54481.
Now I'm thinking Sango. I'm thinking
SkyWest 54481, 4 miles from the approach turn. Turn left heading 360, descend, and maintain 3000 until established. Cleared for the visual runway, 29er left approach.
Left heading 360, descend and maintain 3000 until established. Cleared for the visual runway, 29er left approach. SkyWest 54481.
Okay, we're making our turn. He did not give me much room to turn. I'll say that. That's not okay. You should have done that to me. Flaps 3. And approach is active. And we're at 9 miles from the airport.
SkyWest 54481, contact Fresno Tower on 118.2.
Contact Fresno Tower on 118.2. SkyWest 54481.
We didn't catch it.
SkyWest 54481, afternoon. We're established on the visual approach for runway 29er left.
SkyWest 54481, Fresno Tower, winds 330 at 3, runway 29er left, cleared to land.
Runway 29er left, cleared to land. SkyWest 54481.
I'm chasing right now. Try to capture. Flaps full. We were able to capture. By the way, it took. I'm not sure why we didn't capture initially, but we're good now. in the cockpit. That's the printer. Normally I've taken the throttle back by now, but I'm allowing it to hold at the minute. We're still on auto throttle. You heard that 500?
100 above. Minimum.
Okay.
200.
It's a ghost town here.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Retard. 5. Retard. 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 Retard.
SkyWest 54481, welcome to Fresno. Contact ground on 121.7.
Switching to ground on 121.7, SkyWest 54481.
Until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin.
Fresno ground, SkyWest 54481, cleared of runway 29er left, ready to taxi to the gate.
Injuries and articles that may have shifted during landing.
SkyWest 54481,
You may not
Fresno
use your
ground,
mobile phone
taxi
and
to
other
117
handheld
via Bravo
electronic
10,
devices
cross
while
runway
taxiing
11 right, then
Remember
Alpha,
your
good day.
laptop computers and larger electronics must
Runway
remain
117 to Bravo 10, cross 11 right, then Alpha, SkyWest 54481.
While you're traveling, please check your first flight and manage that mountain count.
It's a ghost town.
If any of you should have questions
This
regarding
place
ground
is a
transportation,
ghost town.
baggage claims,
There's nothing here.
for any other information, a Uniform Delta agent leading this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have.
We appreciate you choosing to fly with SkyWest Airlines
On behalf of
today.
Delta Sky Team, our
Please
global
remain
partners,
seated
and
and
flight
with
crew,
seatbelts fastened.
we'd like to thank you all for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
My flight
Attendants,
attendants
perimeter
are
doors for
talking
arrival,
over
please
each
cross-check
other.
and all calls.
Honestly, there's nothing here. I mean, I'm looking around it. Like the main terminal. Is there anything over there? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Green Acres is a place to be. That building looks almost official. You know what? Yeah, we got to go forward very much. There we go. We're going to go across that. I mean, who's going to tell? There's nobody here. That looks like an almost official building over there, so it looks like the newest building. I'm gonna get parked here real quick, and I'm gonna do one quick. Let's look at the landing. See how it looked. I can go ahead and tell you what the numbers were for it. 280. It's not. It's a good landing, not a great landing, but 280. 280. I'll take it. Okay. Just don't high five a building. Get some right here. You see the balloons up over there? Those are those balloons. Off in the distance. Out here with the helicopters. How about that? Okay. Alright, it's never the same. It's never different. We go for Toliss. For this one, we do external power. With the chocks on. I've never requested a progressive taxi on AI. The AI here, I'm not sure it would probably be a wise thing. Just heard him saying that. It's like, I've never done that. Right, we're going to shut down. And let's get a quick look at the landing before we go. Good. So I think you could say stable, good, nice and stable approach. Incoming. Nice view. Nice color too. Right. We're about 140 right here. The little flare there, keep that back tail on off. I got the front gear still up, but I'm going to try to set it down. Kind of easy. Brakes deployed. Brake.
Seatbelt securely fastened. The captain has parked the aircraft at the gate. Turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin. be reminded to use caution when opening.
How do I bring back my this one thing up to my view?
You may now use your mobile phone and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed. We invite you to visit Delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for a flight and managing your SkyMiles account. Does any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation and baggage claims? For any other information, the Uniform Delta agent who uses this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta's baggage, our global partners, and Flight Crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board, and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Flight attendants, prepare doors for arrival. Please cross-check in all calls.
All right, good flight. Good flight. Hey, thanks for listening in, watching in. Hope you got a nugget out of that on how to fly on Xplane, especially, and this was the A321Neo. We had world traffic today. World traffic looked pretty good. I had it set to about 25% at San Francisco. There was just enough traffic, and I'd say it was I liked it. I think I liked it. I might try to bump it up a little bit. What I've had trouble with in the past is if you bump it up too much, they begin to run over you, because remember, they'll go through you, they won't actually hit you. But some issues with the AI, not thinking correctly. But we'll see you on the next flight. This was a simple flight. 125 miles is all we traveled. We went from San Francisco to Fresno, and we'll see you on the next one. I'll probably do a flight that goes back to Detroit sometime soon here on the 767. Right.